At the beginning of the project, in Windows Movie Maker, click on Tools and then go to Advanced and make sure that the radio buttons PAL and 16:9 are selected. The 16:9 is the format of the majority of modern monitors for computers. The majority of a presentation is to be found in what the presenter says. So when you come to sharing the presentation, if you save it and let someone else have it, they're missing the majority, the bit where you speak at the beginning. Now Movie Maker allows you to create a video from the presentation. The way you do this is within the presentation, within PowerPoint, you do File, Save As, and you save as JPG, as image files. All of the files will be saved in one place and they will be put in number order. Then in Movie Maker, import the images into Movie Maker itself and drag them onto the timeline in the number sequence. Now when they're all in order and in sequence, you then add the narration. Now clearly you're going to have to do the narration separately, and there are two things that you can use for this. One is some free software called Audacity, and the other one is that you should buy the best microphone that you can afford. The little £20 microphones will do the job, but they don't sound particularly good, and you are most probably going to use this a lot, and hundreds of people will listen to this, and this presentation will be used hundreds of times. So it's worth the effort, and it's worth both the time that you spend on it and the effort that you put into it to make a good production. One of the most useful and surprising sources of teaching video is the smartboard software. If a school has a smartboard, then the software is legal on all staff computers, and the recorder will record anything that takes place on that computer. So any form of teaching, any form of demonstrating software, anything like that, it will record it. When you've recorded it, the file's saved and then imported into Windows Movie Maker in the same way that you do with any other video. The most obvious source of video is live video from a video camera or webcam. Video cameras can be complex to use, and transferring video to the computer is often the job delegated to a technician. Webcams are not expensive, and for about £50 or £70 you can get a very high quality video. Sound can be a problem, especially with video cameras. Another creative approach is to put in a sound file, either a narration or a bit of music, and then develop the video by using still images. You can use transitions in Movie Maker, and in some software you can also use panning and tracking, which can give movement to the production. You can also insert this inside a bit of video which itself is primarily live video, and that can give additional information or additional emphasis to other things that you've done or said. When you have assembled the video clips that are going to make up your video, you will most probably want to add titles, text and transitions. Now, a word of caution: use them sparingly, especially transitions. I suggest that you only use one kind of transition. The video will play back in a player, and the player will have controls on it, so it will be possible to pause the video to read notes from the screen, and you can take that into account, so you can put in relatively complex notes if you need them. Right, now you click on Show Storyboard, and then if you go to click Make Titles or Credits, and you can see where the credits are available. They'll go either in the very beginning, the very end, or at the beginning or end of the clips that make up your video. When you've resolved that, when you've sorted that one out, the next one to do is to do the View Video Transitions. Now here what you do is you find the transition that you're going to use and you drag it to the small square between the video clips. When you've done that, have a look at it, test it, make sure that it's what you want. You can change your mind after all. When you've finished with your video, when you've got all the components in, all of the video clips, the transitions, the titles and so on, now is the time to save it and convert it into a single video file. You should save it at the best quality that you can do, and that means saving it at a large video size. You can always reduce quality afterwards, but you can't increase quality afterwards. What you do is make it at a very high quality, and then if you're going to upload it to somewhere like YouTube, you let YouTube resolve the matter of the quality. If you have an account with Google, if you've got a Google Mail account or an iGoogle account, then you've already got an account in YouTube. If you haven't, then setting an account up is really very simple. Now the advantage is that YouTube is almost never offline. When I say almost never, I've never actually known it to be offline. It's pretty much 100% reliable, and they don't charge for hosting your videos. So you log into your account, click the upload button, find your video and press go. It'll take 2 or 3 minutes, but in about 2 or 3 minutes your video will be uploaded and ready to go. The final stage is for you to say whether you're going to allow people to leave comments. So you go in your account, go to My Videos and select the video that you want to talk about. And then you say whether that video is to be public, anybody can see it, unlisted, where you send people the link but no one else can see it, or private. You can also decide whether people can leave comments behind, some of which can be stupid, because basically you're dealing with young teenagers and they can be dopey. So you can decide to turn that off. You can also say whether you want other people to be able to embed your video and to be able to run your video on their mobile phone. Well, thanks for your attention, and I hope you found some of this useful.